Hello, and welcome back to my first episode of BeamNG.drive. I am your host, DDE, which you probably all know what that stands for if you've visited my channel. But starting today, I'm going to start embarking on a journey to cover every single car in the game we are now in, BeamNG.drive. The game is a sandbox crash physics game. For those who don't know what that means, I'll demonstrate using this car I'm going to get to reviewing in just a second. So, most games have crashes where you bounce right off objects. Not so much this one. This one's a little bit different. This game uses soft body physics to replicate real-life car crashes. Kind of like that. So, the game, if you guys would like to check this game out for yourself, you can buy it off of Steam. Just go to Steam and search BeamNG.drive. It is early access. So we're going to make a series where every day I review 2 of these cars for the whole series. There's quite a lot. So if we go into our car menu here, and once again I'll go over all of this stuff in separate videos, but as you can see we have all of these different car options, and then below we have all these props. But right now I'm going to focus on the car at hand. I'll cover all the features in games, but first I'm going to start out with how to spawn vehicles. So, in order to spawn a new vehicle, you go into your vehicle selector, you choose the vehicle you want to select. Now, this is the first car in the game, so I'm going to start off with this model here. These two are basically the same, I think. This one's different. I'll cover this one with this one later. But so you go into your vehicle, you have your menu here, you have all the colors you can choose for your vehicle, which, no matter what you choose, will come out with the vehicle that color. Then you have all your information on the car, what it's worth, what its performance class is, the brand of it. As you see, it's Ibishu, and the car has its own branding, which is kind of interesting. Then of course you have performance, which shows you all the things you need to know. But if we hit these 2 buttons here, you click on the video you want, and it'll have a different color selected. So then, you go down here to the car, down below, and you either have 2 choices. You have spawn new or replace current. Replace current replaces the current vehicle you have going. So if I was to hit this, this would replace this. But I'm going to hit spawn new here, which if you guys couldn't guess what that's going to do, it's going to spawn in a new car. Also, I apologize for the wacky camera angles. I don't understand why it's acting like that. So, let's take a closer look at both of these cars. So, the first one here is the base model. This one seems to be based sort of off that car from the Deja Vu contemplation, but with a really familiar similarity being the body shape and the headlights. Wrong car. which you haven't noticed are both pop-up headlights. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is not what the graphics look like if you're running a higher computer. I'm running a really bad computer, so these are the lowest settings. So this model here, this model is the base model with simple transmissions with a automatic transmission. And it also has the white hubcaps, the black trim, the dual driver's side exhaust, the license plate, the back 2 headlights, and I kind of don't really see the resemblance. I mean, the back end sort of looks like the Deja Vu car, although if we look closely, it actually says Foo. So moving down the side, we notice the license plates are randomly generated. That's not an intentional thing. Moving down the side, you notice these hubcaps, and every single piece in the game is completely removable. So if I was to go here, I could not pull that off. So yeah, the interior is accessed by the 2 number, number 2. All the different cameras being in orbit, in driver, onboard hood, external, also known as cinematic, relative, which you can change. It's like driver, but you can change using the ASWD keys. Then of course we have the chase camera, which is kind of a solid camera that doesn't change no matter what you do to the car, and an above camera, all using 1 through 7. 7 being top down, 6 being the chase, 5 being the relative, 4 being the cinematic, 3 being the onboard hood, 2 being the internal, and 1 being the orbit. So, this car appears to be a simple car. It's a very cheap car, if anything. For some reason, it's not the most expensive. The other car, let me just read the description here for you, just to make sure I know what I'm doing. According to the performance of this, it is a base model with steel wheels and hubcaps. Yeah, basically I just covered everything. Now, the other one is a mid-range model with a driver airbag and alloy wheels. So, really, the other model, the only difference is it has alloy wheels. And I don't know, it might have a automatic transmission. Hang on. Mind you guys, this is my first time talking to the camera, so I don't always feel very comfortable with myself. It would appear that it is also an automatic transmission, but does it sound any different? I mean, it looks the same exterior-wise, except for the fact that it's got an airbag, although you can't really see it. Actually, you can. Yeah, you can see it. Yes, and don't mind me just letting the vehicle roll. This model, I think, has some more lettering. Hang on a second. These two both have lettering? Yeah, they both have lettering. Okay, I kind of got mixed up. But the paint scheme is the same for the both of these. The color is different. There's a difference between a livery and a paint color. The paint livery is the same. So, if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and post a description if you guys are excited to see more of this. And, also, just out of curiosity, what's your favorite type of food? What's your favorite type of food, be it fruit or vegetable? Those are your two choices, fruit or vegetable, and if you don't have one, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will go over all the functions in the game later, but I'm going to go over some basic controls. I'm actually going to get rid of this base model here by going into the menu. Actually, I'm going to show it. This is your main menu. You have this manage, and you have all these. You have select, which select a new vehicle, go to the original spawn point, set a new spawn point, clone current vehicle. I'll go all over all these later, but right now I'm concerned about the remove, which will get rid of that other car. See, it's not there anymore. So I'm going to only focus on this one. So to drive forward, in most standard cars, you press the forward key. To turn left, you press the left key and hold it. And the right one is the right one. And then for reverse, you go... it depends on reverse, because sometimes if you're in the arcade behavior, you only have to press the down arrow to go in reverse, but if you're in the forward arrow to go forward. But if you're in realistic, the backward really doesn't have a use. Oh, and for those who don't know how to shift in the game, it's Z and X. X goes shift up, Z goes shift down. So if I was to go into, well, it's an arcade. So X, I'm currently in drive. Now there are two. We have 2, which I believe is speed. So I'm going pretty fast right now with this thing. Other gear we have is don't over rev it, don't do that. And I believe 1 is the slow or low, as some people call it. Well, actually, low is how it's technically called. Alright, so, you know, left to go left, left key to go left, right key to go right, right key to go right, did I say right? Okay, forward key to go I personally would suggest keeping it in the arcade gearbox behavior if you're a beginner, and I'm pressing the reverse key. Why is nothing happening? Okay, I know why. Because I need to put it in reverse. And why are we going to put it in reverse, you may ask? Well, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of BeamNG. If you guys want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, my dudes.